All right. Oh, it looks so dark. It looks so dark right now. All right. Oh, it looks so dark. It looks so dark right now. All right. Oh, it looks so dark. And a little bit of so dark back now. I don't know why. Right. See everything. Oh, it looks so dark. And a little bit of so dark back now. I don't know why. Right. See everything. Oh, it looks so dark. The backlighting behind my content, so yeah, my camera it looks so dark. The backlighting behind my content, so yeah, my camera. The most important thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so yeah, my camera. The most important thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so yeah, my camera. The most important thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so that was weird. Does it sound okay right now? The thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so that was weird. Does it sound okay right now? The thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so that was weird. Does it sound okay right now? The thing is that the backlighting behind my content, so that was weird. Does it sound okay right now? The thing is that the backlighting. How about that? I think I fixed it. There was some weird desktop audio going on. Also, it's picking up from my camera. All right, now I just have one audio source. Yay. For some reason, it was picking up 3 at the same time. That's weird. That is strange. Oh, hey, Tawny. Hi. Yay. Thanks, guys. See, this is why we need to do this together sometimes. Team effort. Nice. Thanks, Tawny. We had to throw the smoothie down. All right. Oh, so excited to be back with y'all on another Monday. Hooray. So I'm really excited for today's class. We still have like 4 or so minutes before we get going. Oh. But we're going to be working on binds and balances. Oh, Tawny, thank you. That means so much. That means so much to hear that. I want to share with people how we met because I just love you so much. Hey, Julie, good morning. Yes, good morning. I met Tawny through this amazing organization called Boarding for Breast Cancer. And pre-pandemic, I had the privilege of being able to teach some movement classes during the wellness retreats for Boarding for Breast Cancer, at least a couple of them. And it was so amazing to be able to do that. That was just an amazing time in my life. And hopefully I'll be able to do it again soon. I'm just making sure my camera looks even. Oh, thank you. All right.
That looks good. I just love you, Tawny. I really do. Ooh, I'm really needing to move around today. I've got a lot of things planned, kind of like what I was starting to talk about. So we're going to be working on our binds. We're going to be working on our balances. So know that everything that I do in this class is totally a suggestion. Anything that you have going on with your body that may prohibit or ask you to change some things, do that. If you spend this entire class modifying this flow, I would rather you do that than try to follow every single thing I do, because that means that you're listening to your body and you're moving in a way that makes sense for you. So that's always what I'm trying to impress upon y'all. Get you going, get you started. Whether it's, a regular movement practice that you have, a really diverse movement practice that you have, it's just magic. Hey Shayla, good Monday to you. Good Monday. Yeah. I always like to give it just a couple of minutes before we gazelle. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Let me know if you did something really cool. My husband and I started to build a paver patio, or like paver and rock patio in our backyard. And we're almost done. We're going to try to finish it like today or tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That was really fun thing to do together. I feel like it's always fun to do something that's collaborative with another person, Everyone ready to move? Because I am. Yes. Yes. I always like to give it that, a minute or two after class time, because people be hopping in late. And I want to make sure everybody gets as warmed up as possible. Ooh. Since we're on orders, us from Texas gets together in video games the whole night. It's fun. I love that, Helly. I love family game nights. Hi, Beatrice. Hello. Oh, you did art this weekend, Tawny. I love that. Yeah, no, exactly. Gotta have a little space for the summer. Yes, you too, Beatrice. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you're battling it out with that, getting that bug out of your house. Oh my God. Yeah, me and my husband, we love to do game night too. The other day he was like, should we be making more of an effort to have friends? And I was like, maybe. Maybe we need some game night friends. All right, you guys ready to do this thing? I say we get going. Yeah. I say we get going. I'm gonna just bump this down a touch, because I do want to do some floor stuff to warm us up. Now, I put a little playlist at the very, very, very top. It's very specific. If you don't vibe with Melvins and Nine Inch Nails and Soft Moon, then you don't have to listen to that. Listen to what moves you. That's kind of the cool thing about this flow, and specifically is there's no music being streamed over it, right? Yes, Lacey's ready. Oh, thanks, Beatrice. Oh no, Nicolette, I'm sorry. My YouTube keeps cutting out. That goddamn buffering. Well, I hope it works okay, because we're gonna bust our little humps right now. All right, I'm at the tippity top. Let me make sure my phone's on Do Not Disturb, because I do not wish to be disturbed during this entire class. And we're gonna get started seated, so you can have a little seat. Let me pull this a little more that way. There we go. Now I'm just gonna face you so that you have a good view of everything. And I just want us to sit crisscross applesauce for a hot sec. Yeah. Let's just breathe together really quick, right? Because sometimes when I get all stressed out or I'm trying to kind of wiggle out of the present moment, I always try to remind myself to take some deep breaths. You can keep your eyes open, keep your eyes closed. Slightly dropping your chin towards your chest. And remember, recognize that this hour is just for you, nobody else. Good, 3 more breaths just like that. And use that last exhale to let your chin drop all the way down to your chest. All right, rock your ear to one shoulder and opposite ear to the other shoulder. Oh my God, as we're doing this, I totally forgot to tell Shayla that you were in my dreams all night. So hopefully we were able to have some cross dream time. But I was just like, oh, hey. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, let's keep your right ear over towards your right shoulder. And I want you to place your left hand onto the ground. Good, and then really slightly move your left shoulder and see how that changes the stretch a little bit. Maybe you feel it more in your collarbone, in your neck, in your back, and your shoulder. Good. Now, just to add a little insult to injury, I want you to open up your mouth like you're yawning. And use that exhale to bring it all the way back up to center. That's it. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So left ear goes over towards your left shoulder. Right hand is going to find the ground. This is really helpful when you're just trying to anchor the shoulder down when doing these kind of neck stretches. Now, really subtle shoulder moves. To me, it's kind of a shoulder retraction move, and that's when I really feel the difference in my neck and in my chest. Oh, fuck. All right. Now I want you to add on the yawn if you want to do it. So big open mouth. And use that exhale to come all the way back to center. Wow, good morning. All right, lean back a little bit. Let's bring the soles of your feet together. And you can do this next exercise all the way seated up tall or lean back with your arms behind you. It's just up to you. Now I really want you to lift up your chest, exaggerate sternum bone, almost like I took a big hook and lifted you up to the sky. Nice. And then I want you to separate the feet, rock both knees over to your left-hand side. Good, rock them all the way over to the right. So you're going side to side, either leaned back or up and stacked onto your butt, windshield wipers. It's very normal for your butt to kind of start walking all over the floor. So if that's you, it's totally normal. Now, the next time you keep your knees to the right, stay there. Continue the twist in your torso. Left hand is going to find your right knee. Right hand plants behind you and turn. Maybe you even look all the way over your right shoulder. And we'll take it back through center. Do the same thing on the other side. Turn all the way to your left. Knees are in that direction. Continue the twist in your torso. Right hand finds that left knee. Oh, shit. Peek over your left shoulder. Dang, I'm feeling this like all the way into my abdominals. That's cool. And we'll kind of turn you just towards the front of your mat. And we're going to bring ourselves to a seated position. Now, that one block I had you grab, hopefully you have it. If not, please grab it. And I want you to place that bad boy between the hands on its widest setting. So that way you're able to kind of get somewhere near shoulder width distance, okay? Now I want you to hold it straight out in front of you. Plant your feet on the ground, tuck your tailbone, slowly start to roll down. When you start to go into vertebra connection to the floor territory, try to really lengthen out that time. Reach the block up above your head, take a big inhale. Exhale, let's bring you all the way up. Squeeze that block, use an exhale to get yourself up there. Oh, yeah, that's it. We're gonna do this 4 more times. Back. Big inhale as it lifts above the head, exhale, lift it up. Very good. Keep going. Last 2. Good. Your very last one is going to end with you on your back. So you can take it all the way down. And you can stay there. Now let's bring the block straight up above your head. And I want you to lift up your right leg. Place one of those small, tiny squares onto the front of your right thigh. And I want you to bring your left elbow to the opposite side of that block. If you've done this kind of move with me before, you already know what's about to happen, and I apologize ahead of time. Hands are gonna come right behind your head, elbows are gonna open wide. Now you can keep this left foot right here on the ground, that's totally fine. Or you can be a total jerk to yourself and extend it to the front of your space. Either is good. Now I want you to try to squeeze that block and squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, that's it. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Try to hold that squeeze on 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Yikes! Why is that so bad? All right, we're gonna do the opposite side. So this tiny square of your block is gonna go onto your thigh. Right elbow is gonna squish the other side. Hands are gonna come behind your head. Right foot can stay on the ground. It's still gonna suck. Or if you're a total glutton for punishment, right leg is gonna extend out. I did it on the floor for this first round, okay? Keyword first round. Squeeze, squeeze. Good, you've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down to the ground. Oh, God. Lay all the way on your block, on your back, and grab your block, which mine happens to be black. Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna stick this block between our legs up above your knee. So this can look like a skinny orientation, a wide orientation. It really is kind of up to your personal preference. I want you to take your arms down by your side, squeeze the hell out of that block, and we're going to do hip lifts. Hip lifts. Good, that's it. Even if your back does not lift off the ground a lot because you're like, holy shit, it's okay. If that's you, just think about tiny, lower abdominal contractions. Sometimes I even like to take my little fingers and stick them into my low abs, yeah? Fight through the clothes, fight through whatever's in there, and try to feel those low abs engage. If lifting the hips just overall is not happening, then just work on squeezing the block and engaging your inner thighs. Good. You've got 5, 4, we're almost done with our abdominal warm-up. 3, 2, last one, nice work. Snatch that block, place it on top of your right thigh one more time. Left elbow is gonna go onto that final round of these little abdominal things. Hands are gonna come behind your head. Good. Let's all try to extend that left leg. You're just doing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing other side, lickety split. Block is on left thigh, elbow is on the other side of the block. Right leg elongates, squeeze, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God damn, why is that so bad? Fingertips into knee pits. Let's rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Oh. All right, keep rocking and rolling. You are going to transition any way you like. You know my favorites. You can roll over the shin bones, sit off to one side. If you really want to start challenging the abs, you can roll forwards, hands plant, try to lift and adjust into your tabletop position. So it's basically like if you were to reverse a jump through. Yeah, that's what it's like. Now, once you're on all fours, take a couple of cat-cows, heart space forward, breath in. Exhales, rounding and contracting. That should feel really nice after that ab work. And you can get creative, moving the ribs in a circle, kind of sharken your way through it. So more going through lateral style cat-cows or side to side. Or you can, of course, do a combination of all three. You've got 15 more seconds. Good. Good, good, good. You got it, you got it. Be creative if you need to. And as we start to round out these last moments, think of how you would like to transition back into downward facing dog. So toes tuck, lift the hips. You can also step back into a high plank, pause, and then retract back. But once you do get into your downward facing dog, take time there to move. Pedal out the legs, shake out the head, yes, no. We're gonna move collectively in 10 more seconds. Great. Now try to settle into some stillness in that downward facing dog. Just our heels are going to lift together. Feel the low abdominals contract, the inner thighs squeeze, just like we did with that block, and then roll that contraction forward up to the space between your shoulder blades as you move into a high plank. Bend the knees, slide back, and push into downward facing. Do 4 more just like that. Lift, roll, contract forwards. Exhale back. Nice work. 3 more. Two. Last one. When you start to bend your knees and slide back, I want you to hold in your floating tabletop. Keep the protraction across your shoulder blades. For 3, 2, knees down, tabletop. Right arm is going to reach up. Ooh. Try to hold your core intact here. Notice if your hip bumps off to the side, everything turns off. Try to get them hips back to center. Breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath you. Take the shoulder all the way down to the ground. And then think about scooting the head forwards. Nice. Your left hand can stay where it's at, or it can start to walk forwards. And you just want to come up on your spidery little fingertips. Wrap the armpit down. Try to keep the hips nice and even. 3. 2 more breaths. And use that last one to bring yourself all the way back up. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Spin on your left knee, open up to a modified side plank. Right leg is going to lift. I want you to take your heel in towards your butt and use your right hand to capture the top of the foot, ankle, or grab onto your pants. Think about kicking the foot back behind you and opening up the front line of the body. This one makes me really happy. All right, let's release that leg. Bring yourself all the way back down, tabletop, and we're gonna do the same exact thing to the other side. Left arm is gonna reach up, thread it underneath, drop the shoulder, drop the ear down to the ground. Good. Now, right hand can stay or crawl forwards. This one personally is my favorite, because I really feel a stretch all around my shoulders and in my lats as I'm really trying to work my external rotation in the arm. Hips, again, they want to bump back to center as best they can. That's when I really feel like I am maximizing the stretch for myself. 3 more breaths. Okay, let's take our hand back under our shoulder. We'll push ourselves open and turn so that we're in our modified side plank towards, well, I'm towards a wall. You could be anywhere. Left leg is gonna lift up, heel is gonna kick back. Let's capture the foot for our modified partridge position. Foot will cook back behind. Chest opens. And I really like how this feels in my shoulder because I have kind of a neutral-ish, almost internally rotated position. Great, so let's release that. Take yourself all the way back into your tabletop. Heart space reaches forward, breath in, let's tuck toes. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Now heels lift nice and high. This time I want you to bend your knees, look to the front. And let's travel to the front, whether that's stepping or hopping, big toes get close. Halfway lift, inhale, long spine, stretch your hamstrings. Yikes. Exhale, forward fold, really round. See if you can contract and even look up at your own belly button. Now rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, take your arms by your side body, settle into that Samastitihi. Inhale, both arms reach up, breath in. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good, halfway lift. Chaturanga. You can step back, hop back, knees touch, bend the elbows. low cobra or your upward facing dog. I really want to leave it up to you how much you want to push, how much you want to open. Back into down dog. Reset 2 breaths. Third breath used as a transition. Heels high. Knees bend, look to the front. Step to the front. If you stepped, try to use your opposite dominant foot for that one. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up to standing. Big breath in. Exhale, arms by side body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Great. Chaturanga. Hide to mids. Mods. Anything you need. Downward facing. Now, if you're wanting to add in things like hops, I'm going to encourage it from here on out. Heels lift. Heels back down. Keep breathing. Inhale, heels lift. Back down. Third one is going to have the action. Heels high. Exhale, knees bend, look forward. Travel to the front. Grip to slow you down. Good. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Exhale, arms by side. Inhale, arms reach back up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Same thing if you want to do jump backs. You're just landing with bent elbows. Bend the knees. Take your hop. Upward facing. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's widen out our feet. I want you to lift your heels, roll yourself forward towards a high plank. And exhale, take it back down dog. Here's an extra option for these last 4 ones. Roll forward, dip the hips, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Yes. 3 more on your own. Good. Your last one is going to take you forwards to a high plank. And then I want you to lower the knees down. Right arm is going to reach up. You've already done this. Thread the needle. Take it underneath you. 2 things to try out while you are here. I want you to start with your left hand in front of your face and walk the knees a little bit closer together. Extend your left leg behind you, but keep your toes tucked. Now I know I'm always going on and on and on about square hips, and this is why. Square hips are needed if you're going to try anything like balancing this position. The leg wants to lift, and we want to work some squareness. That way we're catching the balance. If you roll over to your left, it's okay, you're very close to the ground. Now let's bring that left leg back down. Let's try the same thing, but with your left arm extended above your head. Left leg extends back. Feel the belly pull in, the hips square, and lift your left leg. Three, 2, that's it, last one. Let's bring that left knee down. Now let's try a bind here. I want you to take your left arm, wrap it around your body. It can rest on the low back, or it can even weave into the inner thigh. Now for me, this is the most difficult orientation for trying to work the extended left leg. So if you want to try it with me, let's try it. Keep it square. It's going to be shaky. I just know for a fact. Oh shit. Now I'm really also fanning out my right hand and using that as a counterbalance. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that left leg down. Undo that bind. Left hand to the ground. Right arm reaches up. Let's open up right away into this side plank. Woo. Now, if you want, we can turn it into a full side plank so your bottom leg can extend behind you. Nice. Take some big arm circles with this right arm because it was just kind of squished into the ground for a good while. Good. Maybe you take this last big circle to bring the top leg or your right leg around and drop it back behind you into your flip position. Oof, I know what I want to do. Turn out with your left leg, take a big dip, trying to sit your butt onto your right heel, and then re-extend it. Circle it all the way back to the ground. All fours tabletop. Left arm reaches up. Let's do all that on the other side. Thread it underneath. Shoulder on the ground. Hopefully my mic isn't getting too squished. Right hand is going to stay in front of your face for this first one. I really want us to build up and know that when we're doing these foundational poses on the ground, they're going to help us when we start to get up off the ground. So right leg extends back, hips square, maybe this right leg lifts. Forcing to keep the hips square also really asks you to use your butt in order to do this move. Good, 3. Good, 2. And 1. Let's take that right leg down. Let's try the extended right arm. Again, square shoulder. Long right leg. Focus and lift. Now, I'm really using my left hand too. I have that shit spread out nice and wide, almost as if my fingertips were down on the ground helping me. You're here for 3, here for 2, and bring it down to the ground on 1. Good, final test in this bad boy. Take your right arm, wrap it around for a bind. Maybe you even wiggle those fingertips into your little inner thigh area. Left hand, spread it. Right leg extends back. Even you can just stay here, okay? Right leg can lift. Think about your right hip flexor really anchoring down towards the ground. That always helps me. If you fall out, you're okay. 5 seconds, breathe. And we'll bring it back down. Good job, everyone. Right hand back in front of your face. Take your left arm up right away. Open up into your modified side plank. You can still do the same arm circles and everything here. Or your bottom leg also lifts, so you're in your full side plank. Open through the shoulder. Good. Maybe one of these arm circles helps you lift your left leg, drop it behind you. Big stabilization through the right shoulder, and we did one of these guys. Turn out the right leg, bend into the knees. Think about sitting towards your left heel, or even sitting on it, and then pressing all the way out and through. I know, I am a 12-year-old boy, I can't help it. Okay, let's wiggle around. I want you to go into a high plank position. Hold in this damn high plank, pull your right knee in towards your chest, and then turn the knee out to your right hand side, pushing back into a figure 4 down dog. Two more breaths. Great. Start to pull yourself forward. I want you to take this right foot, big step between your hands, and go straight into a twist. Right arm is going to reach up to the sky. Take a big right circle. Reverse that circle other way. Now right hand is going to plant to the inside of your right foot. Left heel is going to pivot. We're in our low side angle. Right away, if you know you want to block under that right hand, You want to lift up and put your elbow onto the thigh. I'm really into it. Side angle. Stay here for a breath in. Stay here for a breath out. Inhale, big reverse warrior. Adjust the hips once you make it to center. And take a big stretch with this right side. Good. Let's take it all the way to warrior two. All you do is stack. Reach the arms in two directions. Straighten through the front leg. Flip the palm, reverse triangle all the way up. And with your exhale, let's go into a lateral lunge to your left. All 10 toes turn to the edge of your mat. Hips sit back while the left knee bends. There you go. Hands can be at heart or on your low back. Let's move side to side, to the right, to the left. Good. The next time you make it to the right, I want you to pivot to the front of your space, but stay elevated. Both arms are going to reach up. Inhale, breath. And with your exhale, sweep the arms back, step left foot next to right. Good. Inhale, come up to standing. Right leg is going to lift. And show me a figure four chair. Hands come to heart center. Work that opening into the hip. It's the same one that you worked on when you were in your downward facing dog. There for 3. Good, there for 2. And 1. Let's unhook it. Controlled step back. Hands find the ground. You can step back using your high to mid plank. Upward facing. And back into downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's come forward into your high plank. Pull your left knee in towards your chest. Turn your left knee out to the side. And then go back into your down dog figure 4 variation. Oh my God. I feel this so much on my right calf because I really like to work my right heel towards the ground on this one. All right, let's take ourselves forward into our high plank, basically single-legged, and step it through to a low lunge. Left arm is going to reach up. I want you to take one big backstroke. And one big front stroke, taking the left hand to the inside of the left foot. At the same time, my right heel pivots so that I can go into my low side angle. My modified side angle. What I want you to always be aware of is that your pelvis feels like it's actually helping you instead of just being a container for your hip connections. What I mean by that is I can really dump into my hips. I'm doing nothing. Or I can engage and support myself. Front to back, baby. Take an inhale. Stay for that exhale. That's it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side body. And exhale, make it to your warrior 2. Lengthen out through your left leg. Flip the left palm. Reverse Trikonasana. Great. Make your way through. We're going to go into our lateral lunge. All 10 toes face the edge of the mat. Now my right knee is going to bend. My hips are going to push back. Hands can stay at your back body. They can be in front of you. We're just going to go side to side a couple times. Good. I know this is a tough one. We're almost out of there. Because Tracy Lynn takes forever to warm everybody up, including herself. So next thing you know, it's already been almost 45 minutes of class. All right, last 3, 2. Good, take yourself over your left leg. Now I want you to pivot, landing into your forward high crescent. Arms are going to come up, you're in your high crescent. Exhale, step the right foot forward and take both of your arms back. Now inhale, come up, single-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Figure 4 on that left-hand side, hands come to heart center. Wow. Left butt is pissed. All right, let's take you back up. Controlled step back. Notice my right leg is doing the function. Hands plant, high to mid. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breaths in. Breaths out. Nice work. Come forward into your floating tabletop and walk the hands back one step. Lean forward. Try to push yourself to the back of the mat. Yes. Chair. And fly the arms back, lift up your heels. Open up your knees. Take your hands to heart. Mine are looking a little janky today. Start to hinge forward. See if you can get your hands onto your mat and your knees up high into your triceps or even into your armpits. I just want you to lean the weight forward into the hands a few times. Maybe you lean into the hands and work into your crow position. So first, little arm balance of class, because I do want to get to grasshopper today if possible. So if you're working this crow pose, know that you can just have one foot off the ground and you're good. You can have both feet on the ground, you're good, as long as you're still trying to work those mechanics. Good. 10 more seconds of play. Maybe you're even working on your crow pose, pressing up to handstands. The world is your oyster. My loves. 3. Good. Last 2. Nice. Last 1. Feet are back to the ground. Lengthen the legs, lift the hips so you're in a standing forward fold. Woo. Let's walk the hands forward back into your high plank. Pull right knee in towards your chest. Turn the knee out, hook it back into that figure 4. Good, pull it back forward, step the right foot between your hands. Good, go into your twist, right arm reaches up. Take a big circle, maybe you take that circle and go all the way back into your flip. You've already done this. Nice. Now let's take a big circle around. Listen, pull the right knee in towards your chest. Hug it in with that right hand. Step it back to the front. Left heel pivots all the way, right hand to inside. Left arm reaches up. Opportunity to do what you did before or to go further beyond. Half bind, full binds. Try to lean into the leg, open up through the chest. Now, if you're feeling extra frisky today, hop your left foot forward and maintain your full bind. This is if you are fully bound. If you're almost fully bound, you can also grab a t-shirt, grab a strap, have it behind you. Start to lift up, working into your birds of paradise. So sometimes I just like to hang out here and stand for a second. I'm not even worried about what my right leg is doing. I'm just trying to have really good technique on my lower half. If you're feeling it, extend through the right leg. Point, point, point. You're there for 3. There for 2. And 1, let's take it back down to the ground. Can you keep your bind as you step back? Release your bind. And let's bring it all the way up into your reverse warrior. Inhale, breath. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, reverse Trikonasana. Good. Exhale, lateral lunge or Skandasana. If you're working Skanda, you're going all the way down. Push, move to the right. Push, move to the left. To the right. to the left. I know it's a power class, listen. You're gonna push to the right, you won't go all the way down, you're gonna move into that extended high crescent. Good, inhale, arms are gonna reach up. With your exhale, fly the arms back, step the left foot forwards. Inhale, single-legged. Good, figure four. Now let's try something with this figure four. Try to get your triceps really close down to the shins. Good. Maybe you really squeeze them in and get your hands on the ground. If you have flying pigeon in your practice, you can take it here. If some of you are like, there's a flying pigeon, what? So you really want to squeeze the shin into the pits. My right foot is hooking around that left arm. Move forwards and extend the left leg back. All right, if you're working on that pigeon, let's bring you back up. Hands are gonna come back to heart center. Let's try to take your right elbow to the sole of your right foot. Maybe you even slide that foot high onto the tricep. Here for 3. Last 2. And back to center. Let's unhook that figure 4. Your way of transitioning back. I know the left leg is dead. I'm going to work into standing split. You can work your handstand hops. You can work a handstand hold. And then go back through your chatas. Ooh. By bending the elbows slowly. Upward facing. And back to downward facing. Great job. Let's do the other side, and then we'll start to work down to the ground. Whew. Left knee comes to chest. Open up, push back, figure 4. Great, knee to chest, step it through. Work into your twist. Big circle. This big circle can take your whole left leg and drop it back behind you. Good, now you can work into the opposite direction. Pull yourself almost like you're going through side plank. Hug the left knee in. Pull, step to low lunge. Continue the opening pattern to your right as you go into your low side angle, your modified side angle. Now we spent some time here with the binds. So if you were working binds, it can just be your right arm. It can be your left arm underneath. Y'all, I am sweating. All right. Now, if you were working on your birds of paradise, right foot takes a hop, and really work on underhooking that bind. Bring yourself up to stand. Now, to me, step 1 of your birds of paradise is just getting to standing. Don't even think about extending your left leg if this is enough for you, okay? If you crave the extension, work through the leg, but do think about both legs extending equally. 3, 2, and let's bring it back. Can you hold it controlled? Step it back controlled. Open the arms, inhale. Stay for that exhale, unfortunately. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, veer 2. Reverse trikonasana. Great, lateral lunge to the right, or skandasana is all the way down. I know, y'all, this is tougher than shit. We're almost out. Push it to the left. Push it to the right. To the left. You're so close to being done. To the right. The next time you push it to the left, stay elevated. Girl, you are so sweet, Ellie. I'm glad you think so. Taking breaks is really good, okay? Now we're gonna come all the way up into our high crescent and then step back. Woo! You're in your little flying chair. Okay, left leg is gonna lift up. And you're in your figure 4 chair style. Now because I added on the arm balance of the flying pigeon, we have to do it on this side, unfortunately. So really get down in there. If you're nowhere near close in the leg, don't worry about this. But if you're able to really slide those triceps down and get the leg high into the pits, let's give it a go. Notice my foot is really hooking around the arm. That's crucial. Bring it forwards. Maybe the foot lifts, maybe extends. It's kind of the same function as when we were doing the bound with the leg lift, the thread the needle thing. I can barely talk right now because, ooh baby, that's hard. All right, now if you're still doing your flying pigeon, bring it up. Let's try that twist. Left elbow works to the bottom of the left foot. Hands want to work towards heart. This is just rude. All right, my right foot's dying, so let's bring it up. And you can transition back the same way you did before. So you can just step back, work into your splits, try your handstand hops, try your holds. And if you're doing that slow transition back, bend and catch. All right. Once you make it down into down dog, come down to your knees. Good job. Guys, that was really hard. It was really, really hard. So for our last couple of seconds, either you can just hang out, take a sip of water, or try this one transition with me. If you were able to get the tricep onto your foot, this one's gonna be for you, almost like homework to play with at home, okay? It's called grasshopper. The shape itself looks kind of impossible until you realize the sequence of events that has to happen. So, figure 4, boom. Hook, like you're working on the twist, and then take your hands down to the ground off to the side. Now, I like to swivel my hips onto the other tricep. That way, as I lean forward, I'm counterbalanced, so my right leg can extend out. Take it back and up. Yeah? Same thing other side. Then we're donezo. Figure 4. Right elbow. Bam. Hands to the ground. Sometimes that's the hardest part right there. Now again, I like to take my hip onto the opposite elbow. Lean. Then I'm counterbalanced so I can take that leg out to the side. And back up. Oh, that's a tough one. All right, y'all. Come down onto your butts. Kayla. Yeah, we be grass hopping. Everybody roll out your wrists. Yeah. Ooh. Shake them out. And then lean back, work into a straddle. Take those juicy butt cheeks out of your way. Lean towards the right and get a little back release. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, let's walk it up. Side body stretch over to your right. And take it back through center. Let's take the chest over to your left leg. And walk it up, side body stretch. And we'll take it back to center. Let's crawl these little fingies under your knee pits and give yourself a little consolation hug. You did it, body. You did it. All right, let's take you down to your back. And then I'm gonna come read your comment, Kayla, because my eyes work, but not that great. Let's all take a twist. Right knee across your body. Oh my God. Hold that twist. I be learning, you be hopping. I like that. We're all learning. All of us, even me, every single day. All right, my beautiful darlings, let's do the other side. So undo your twist. I'm gonna fix my camel toe. And then your left leg is gonna come in and you'll do that same exact twist to the other side. Oh, reach. Yeah. Start to undo your twist. And if there's anything that I left out that you need before our very brief meditation moment, a happy baby, maybe you need a shoulder stand into plow. And then we'll all slowly start to work down. Onto our backs. You can work to the very last song in the playlist if you're following that along. Or choose your own song that you like to do a little wind down meditation to. Now just for a moment, as if I hit the anti-gravity button in your room, I want you to barely levitate your arms and legs off the ground and then let them splat hit the ground. Good, I want you to do that one more time because you really didn't let it go. Again, that little levitation. Let it all hit the ground. Wiggle your shoulders underneath you. And let your breath find a natural pattern. Take a deeper breath here. And with every breath, give yourself thanks to you, to your body, to your space. If there's somebody near you practicing with you or just around you, give thanks to them too. I know that I am grateful to teach your body today. Thank you, everyone, for coming to class. Oh, amazing job. Ooh. You guys did so good. I'm sorry. Oh. Yes, Jessica. Tani, we all have homework. We really do. Yes, Kayla. Always, right? Woo. Thank you, Rachel. I wish the light was better right here so like you could really see how sweaty I am right now. Oh my God, Helly, you did it. Oh, Stephanie, yes. I'm so grateful for you. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Lacey, thank you. Yes, Helly, thank you. If y'all didn't show up, I would just be teaching to the ether, so. I hope I'm going to say this right. Shakarlax. Thank you so much. I have a couple that I would recommend. Before this was a power movement class and a power flow class. Every Monday we did a beginner's class. So if you go back a few months, there are beginner's classes, and I'll try to find one for you. Message me and tell me what you're wanting to work on and what your goals are, and I'll pick one and I'll send it to you. Oh, Annalisa, no worries. I'm just glad you made it. Yes. Oh, I know that flying pigeon, like there's a reason I don't teach it all the time because I don't like doing it. Oh, besitos, Jessica. Thank you for coming. Jelena, yes. Those pigeons. WTF. Yes, Nicolette. I hope it worked out for you. Sorry if it was bugging. Tell Sassy the squirrel I say hello. My darlings, I just feel like al dente noodles. Let's see, for this week, we'll have our Thursday beginner's flow. So that's Patreon exclusive. So if you're wanting to take a beginner's flow on Zoom, that'll be Friday or Thursday. I'm also teaching this week for Carson's Academy. So his 200-hour training, that'll be tomorrow. If you're looking to get 200 hours certified and you're looking for an online program, I really recommend Carson Calhoun's. I took his program so that I got certified twice, and I teach for his program still. So that's a really great option if you're looking for extra training. And then we don't have any classes Friday, Saturday. So take some extra time for yourself this week. Do some active recovery. Go for a walk. Go for a swim. And I hope I get to see y'all again soon, my beautiful loves. I'm always here for you. Reach out to me, Instagram, email me. All of my handles are on the bottom, and I do have my email linked through YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's a little link you can click so you can send me a message if you need help. All right, my darlings, I'll see you again later this week. Amazing job. I'm going to hop on to see some private clients, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, Tawny. See, there's the light. It adjusted finally. I have so much love for you, babe. All right, darlings, I'll see you soon.